What is going on, Herd? Thanks for tuning in to another Black Sheep TV production. Today we continue our Does It Drift video series where we purchase vehicles in-game, build those cars up to drift spec, and then test those cars rigorously to see if they have the ability to be drift cars. And as you can see behind me, today's kind of a unique episode, as this is a car that you do not hear anything about. You do not ever see this thing rolling around, and I would say maybe 1 out of 20 of you out there may have this car in your garage customized. And yes, this is the Lampadati Pigalle, something along those lines. Probably butchering the pronunciation of it. Will this thing drift? I have absolutely no idea. The reason why we're doing this one, it's actually skipping the spot of about 3 cars. Needless to say, I'm kind of stuck on like 3 cars now that I'm going to have to show you guys until I can afford to go spend some money on fake money, okay? So we're going to show you guys the build. We got 266,000 here to mess with. We obviously got to get our engine, exhaust. I like the chrome tip there. Hood. Oh my god. Hood with the bra. Right, because you'd put a bra on that. Right, makes a lot of sense. What the heck? Straight rat rod. Well, we're not doing that. I'm not doing the carbon fiber either. That just looks silly. So we're going to keep it stock. So in my opinion, this car is probably your closest thing to a Datsun, although I'm 99 to 100% positive this is modeled after an old 70s Maserati. Actually, a collection of 2 old Maseratis now that I think about it. Those yellow headlights, though, my god. I don't know what to do with those. We're going to leave them alone. What else do we got to do to this thing? Roof. Oh boy. Oh boy. So this thing is definitely like an old... This is part of the... Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm tempted to throw those skis up there. Very tempted. We're not going to do it, though. So that does act as a spoiler. It will add traction, so we can't do that either. We'll go all the way down. Transmission. Oof, this is where it gets expensive. I feel like doing something slick is going to be the best way for this thing. I don't know if those type of wheels, like these low-profile wheels, they just don't really fit the wheel well all that great to begin with, the wheels on this car, so I don't think they look that great. I'm going to go with muscle. This car doesn't look that great. There's not a lot to do. Maybe I will throw the skis up there just for the heck of it. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to roll with muscle. First, I'm going to put some tint on these windows. Make it look a little bit better for us. Let's respray it too, get it to the color we want. We do have a secondary, so what's the secondary messing with? Okay, the bottom. We're gonna go orange with this thing. I don't often do orange on any of my drift cars, but we're gonna do it. I think that makes it look a little better. Now we'll go in and do the wheels. The wheels should make it look a little better now. Alright, we kept her nice and simple. I think we only spent about $5 on those wheels. It does make it look a little more tuner now, does it not, guys? Kind of fits the bill. I think I'm going with the carbon fiber hood with us. That also makes it look a lot nicer, but we don't know if we're... I likely don't. I never hold on to these cars after I test them. It's like I don't have the ability to hold on to them because you see the money up there. It's very unique having those skis up there, but I just don't. It just doesn't fit the drift bill, really. So we're not going to do it. I would like to put these on there, but that little bit of grip that it adds, I don't think it's going to help us at all. This car, I don't know what it's going to act like at all. We just don't know. So we'll see if we can add this in later. Maybe at the end of the video, we'll see if we can add this back thing, because it does make it look better, but that's it. That's all we can do. That's the build. So I'm thinking we're going to bring this thing to the Gymkhana course just straight away. It's a little bit longer than I'd like. Very weird sounding car. So this car is in the Sports Classics class. That is the big deal. It's got the unique plates. I realize now that they didn't allow us to change the plates. Usually I don't think there's any other car that I remember that I can't do that. I'm sure there is another one, but these are the Euro plates here. This is a big question, as always, is will this thing stance up? Alright, there it goes off the pop, so it will not stance normally. How about the front? Well, the front stands normally. Now, front appears to stance up normally. Now let's see what we got here. Oh, that's the problem child wheel for sure. So let's get that wheel stanced first and figure out how to get this driver's side, rear driver's side wheel stanced. Well, I popped the tire, but the back wheel stands like that. So all wheels except for just this one right here. This is the only one that's like a problem child. You gotta shoot it back right there. So let's see if this thing drifts. Let's see if it's even worth picking up. Let's see if it's worth putting your money into. And I'm gonna find out right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Who knew? Which one of you guys out there knew? Oh no. It's a front wheel drive car. Can't drift front wheel drive cars. And in the comment section, oh, I drift this car all the time. That's because you're doing things like this. That's not drifting. That's an e-brake slide. That's an engagement technique to get into your drift. You cannot drift with a front wheel drive car. Wow, this sucks. Dang, guys. Alright, well, unfortunately, didn't really do our research on this thing. Wasn't all that familiar with it. It was on the list because it was suggested way back when. And, yeah, I skipped up a couple vehicles because I couldn't afford them. We're here on this one, and it is a DND. It does not drift. So save your money on this one, guys. Unfortunately, I can't give it a score because it doesn't drift. I'll show you what I mean. I'll just take it around the track just to give you guys a little bit of an example here. So all you're going to get is just that little bit of a slide from pulling the e-brake, the emergency brake, the hand brake, whatever you want to refer to that as. And that's it. That's all you're getting. So I'm kind of a little bit, I wouldn't say upset or mad or angry, but it's like a little bit displeased that this thing wasn't rear-wheel drive, that we at least can't get some type of slide out of it. I mean, look at the back end. The back end looks good. Side, too long. Front, I wish you could get rid of the yellow lights. So there's complaints all around. Not only is it's not even an all-wheel drive car, it's a front-wheel drive car. There's not very many front-wheel drive cars in the game. There's very few, actually. So, unfortunately, this is this week's Does It Drift, and we got a DND. So, I appreciate you all tuning in, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos if you are sharing these videos. It's still fun to watch these videos, and it's extremely beneficial to know not to go spend, you know, 400,000 plus upgrades on this vehicle. And that's why we're doing this Does It Drift series. It isn't for my benefit as much as it is for your guys' benefit. So we're on episode 38 already? 38 or 39? My goodness, we're approaching the 40th episode, which is approaching the 50th episode. 50th episode, that's got to be... I'm going to have to figure out exactly what we're doing for that episode. And I have to do something special there. Really don't have any exact plans at those thus far. Been so busy with everything else. And speaking of everything else, you're going to have a lot of information rolling out, as you're probably already seeing, regarding the channel and its future expansion. So, again, I appreciate all of you guys. As always, I hope you stay happy, stay positive, and we will definitely speak to you next time.